Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, but good morning if you're in Australia. This is my layout for Cut to You, and I'm showing you the cut file I'm going to use, which is the faceted squares cut file. So if you order it from the shop, it's going to come as a diamond shape, and it'll be a diamond shape on your mat. And I just let it be a diamond shape, and then I cut it out, and then I turned it on its side so it was a square. Mostly just because I work with squares a little bit easier than diamond shapes. I'm going to be working with Photo Plays collection. We are family. As I was going through some of my stash, I came across this and realized that I had ordered this little mini kit from Christina, and I never cracked it open or used it for anything. So it's like brand new product for me. I decided I wanted to use this cut file and ink it up a little bit, so I am taking some fossilized amber and blueprint sketch. Those were the closest matches I could find to the other papers in the kit. I'm going to start with a really light covering of these colors. You can see I'm leaving lots of white space. I'm not putting layers and layers. A lot of times when you see me ink blend a background or ink blend a cut file, or ink blend anything really, I put a couple layers on and get it really juicy. This I didn't. I just put a little bit of the color on. That's because I wanted to add some vintage photo over the top. So this collection does have a vintagey kind of a dark feel to it. The papers are rather dark and a little vintagey, and so I wanted to deepen the colors on my cut file, and the way that I did that was just to add some distress oxide in vintage photo. Again, not a lot, probably a little bit even lighter coating than with the colors, but just enough just to add that little bit of like that distressed look to it so that it went a little bit better with my icons and photo and layout. I want to use this beautiful dark wood grain paper as my background, and then I just wanted one accent paper, and it took me a little bit to find it. You're going to see I'm going to kind of go through a lot of these papers and kind of audition a few of them. I think I actually ended up auditioning all of them and the B-sides too, but I ended up settling on this floral. That was the one that just kind of popped off of my photo, and I thought it would work really well. So I'm going to go ahead and trim up my page now. I'm going to use this wood grain paper as my background, and then I'm going to take that beautiful floral. I really almost wanted to use the floral as my background, but the cut file just didn't pop off of it good enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that floral and I'm going to cut a mat for my photograph, and then I'm also going to cut two strips of paper for the top and bottom. I'm going with a page design that I am familiar with, a page design that I use quite often and just like, and is easy for me to kind of put together. The addition of the cut file makes the addition of a cut file will make one of your like go-to layout designs really nice and something special. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm just using a go-to page design, but I am elevating it a little bit by using a cut file. So I'm going to go ahead and get my cut file where I'd like it on the page. I'm going to start to lay things out, make sure I'm happy with everything that I've chosen to use. Now, if you watch my channel a lot, and if you know me well, which most of you do, then you know that right now this layout is dark. And that's okay. We're going to lighten it up a little bit with our embellishments, and I'm going to pull in some of those beautiful light aqua colors that appear in the collection, and that's going to really, really help. I'm also going to pull out my gloss accents from Ranger, and I'm going to give this a liberal white splatter from the top left to the bottom right. Again, all in an effort to be happy with this layout, because I need my layouts to have to be on a lighter color palette. I love color, but I like a lighter palette. I don't like really dark colors or really, really bright ones. Sometimes they're useful and I don't mind them. But the main reason I picked this collection and wanted it and asked Christina for it was because of the patterns. There's beautiful patterns in it, but they are on the dark side. So when I work with this collection, I'm just going to have to liberally use lots of white, which is totally cool because all the photos and all of the papers are white based. So I can add enough light colors and white to make my heart happy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use this little die cut piece, and then I'm going to cut apart this bottom one, this bottom family piece right there. It has a really fun, perfect saying. I'm documenting an older photo. So during quarantine, my husband has been cleaning out boxes in areas of my house while he is on furlough. Right now, we are on week 3 of 7, but they're rolling furloughs. So it's like he has a week off and then a week on, and then he'll work a week, and then he'll be furloughed a week, and then he'll work a week. And we're going to be doing this till July. So this is like a long haul here. And so, but we're doing okay. We're doing better than I actually thought we would be. I'm still sticking to my spending quarantine, just for safety reasons. I'm just really, it's a scary time. But hopefully, I can pay. Right now I'm good. I can pay my mortgage. I can buy food. We've got our utilities going. So yay, all the important stuff is taken care of. We can just kind of not stress, but also not buy as much crafty stuff as I would like. All right, so I went ahead and used those 2 cards, the die cut piece and that cut apart piece, and I layered them up, and that's a nice light area for your eye to rest, and it also gives me a place where I can start to build on top of these cards and use them as a base for some embellishment clusters. I also added a little flower sticker from the sticker sheet, and I'm going to add these 3 little hearts and kind of put them in a triangle around the flower. And I'm just going to tuck it ever so slightly under my photo. I didn't want it to be too, I was worried about cutting off that family. So now part of the fun of getting a Christina kit is that you always get these little bits and pieces that are unique and so different. And in this particular kit, I got these thin, beautiful heart wood veneers. So I have no clue where they came from originally. They were in my kit from Christina. And then I have these 3 little aqua resin flowers, and I'm going to pair them together. So I put the wood veneer right there. And, oh, can you hear that? We're supposed to have flyovers today, and I think we just had one. So you might have just heard a flyover. Like it's supposed to be, what is it called? The big super power jets. Yeah. Anyway, onward with my layout. So I'm going to go ahead and start sticking all this stuff down. I'm going to add the wood veneer heart, and then I'm going to layer those resin flowers over it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put these little die cut shapes up at the top. And then what am I doing next? Oh, 2009. Anyway, back to my husband going through boxes. He keeps finding these old photos, and I probably have this photograph scrapbook somewhere. It's from 2009. But he keeps finding them and bringing them to me, and I set them on my desk, and then I'm inspired to scrapbook them again. So that's what this is, which is totally fun and cool. And I don't care. I'm fine with it. My albums are chronological. When I go to put this layout away, I will have to worry about it then. But for now, it's okay. So I attached those resin flowers with some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive and held onto them pretty. They stuck very well. This is a little bit of a bulky layout. You have the wood veneer, which isn't super thin, and then we have the bulky resin flowers. But again, I have an album that I think this is going to go in that's more of like our formal pictures. And it has pictures, not just of our family, but of like my nieces and nephews, the more formal pictures from like photography sessions and stuff. And I think that's where this is going to go. I'm just going to slip it in there. So I'm just putting everything down in, and now I'm going to get this die cut. So this piece at the top, this blue piece at the top, and that aqua piece at the bottom, those are from the die cut collection. I just pulled out two. I liked what they said. I'm going to press them down. I don't think I sped this part of the video up. It seems like this part of the video is very slow, so you can see how slow I really am. I always say I am the slowest scrapper ever, and I totally am the slowest scrapper ever. I'm going to go ahead and tuck down all of the little corners. I don't like things that like dog ear up. So once I have everything in place, and I never show that online, never show that on my videos, but once I have everything where I want it, I go through, and you just saw me, I literally like just glue down all of the tiny little edges, because I don't like when pieces of my layouts dog ear up. But that's going to complete this one today. I hope you'll take a peek at this faceted square cut file. I cut to you. It's very versatile. Like, I used it today as a square, but you could also use it as a diamond for a unique page layout too. I'll talk to you all again very soon. Bye.